Hello, hello. Welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. Let's see where it will put us after last time. I'm not exactly sure of the checkpointing just yet. And we hastily escaped from the last session, so I'm not sure where we're going to be, but let's find out. Really hoping we can get back into the Elkhorn Mine there. Or further back into it, at the very least. Continue. Act 1, Scene 5. Alright, it seems like I have control over it to take it back again. Let's see if we can go to this last path on the turntable. Oh, I'm seeing figures. As you do, okay. I apparently didn't try enough of that with my lights off last time. Alright, so what were our options? Just as you're off to run errands, I'm so sorry. So sorry to miss you, but lovely of you to stop by. And to see a bit of the art. I hope your errands go well. Alright, we're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat. We went down the pendulum and the casket last time. I'm not sure if it remembers. We could go down again just in case. But let's go to the new one first. Bat Feeder and Scarecrow is the one we have not seen. Let me know if that sound level is weird too. I made a few adjustments, but it's a little loud in my headphones. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's go back to the left. Dead end, alright. Do you hear that? Kind of a muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near water? Could be. There was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly. Can almost see something just beyond it, like a little couple of curved lines. Interesting. Alright, dead end that way. Oh, I don't want to use it again. So sorry. Got excited. We want to go clean on through. We'll wait. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, Shannon. Oh yeah, those figures only show up when you have your lantern off. And it like flashes. Alright, broken track. Tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. I also wonder, can you get off and check? My leg is broken, but okay, so that seems to be 2 dead ends, effectively. Let's go ahead and check the other path too, just to make sure. I'm sure it remembered it, but I'm not sure it remembered it, so I don't know why I said that. So animal bones and rowboat is the exit. Pendulum and casket must be what we're after. Just a quick recheck. I think we've been down here before, but... Give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry. Heading back to the left. And if this is already interacted with, it's very likely they remember from last time. Hooray! Now we can switch it back to the exit. I think that should be the Elkhorn Mine fully explored now. Unless there's something I'm missing with this darkness mechanic, but we'll try to stay dark as we leave, just in case. Overshot it. Alright. So we want animal bones, rowboat. And then we will go dark and exit. I was hoping that would be on the lantern for some reason. 1 second. We're doing this dance again. There we go. They don't seem to be aggressive. They're all wearing mining helmets, like just after echoes of the miners that drowned here. They do seem to be kind of like following me to the exit, don't they? Huh. It's like a big exodus there. Alright. Exit. Good morning and welcome. Just escaped from the mine. There's Blue waiting for us. And it looks like we've escaped the mine to the same location we went in. So we didn't actually travel, we just turned the mine around. But Blue and the truck are still here. Hey, Blue. I hurt my leg. Would you like to sniff it? Do you think that would help? So we have a shack back there. Just checking the truck real quick. Though Conway is probably screaming at me, his poor ankles. Alright, look at the shack. The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Open the blue notebook. Is that Shannon? Hello, Shannon. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be an esoteric German shorthand is actually a love poem written in anagrams. Okay. So J. Marquez is red notebook. Open the red. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. So it must be that the Marquezes were the scientists who set up that recording stage in the mine to record the folk music. I'm not sure if we already knew that, but... So it's like Shannon's parents were miners, Weaver's parents were scientists, something like that. Conway opens the green and final notebook belonging to R. Marquez. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of... Oh yeah, this place. I didn't think you were coming. Maybe I got that backwards. Maybe it's Shannon Marquez, or maybe are they both Marquezes? I forgot. I knew they were cousins. I thought she had a different last name. I'm just getting confused, I think. It must be her parents. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. So your parents are the archivists? Shannon. No, Weaver's parents are the archivists. Okay, my parents were miners. Got it. We were right the first time. How's the leg? Oh, it's slow. I can walk on it. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here and wasn't sure if, well, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Or, I can drive. Yeah, I probably can't do the pedals very well. Maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. Young girl in a miner's helmet, were you? Alright, I guess I should look for another route to Dogwood Drive. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe asking Weaver about the Zero was the wrong place to start. Maybe we should just ask her for specific directions. Her answers are complicated enough without a layer of indirection to the question. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia, in the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? Yep, these are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Alright, so we're going back to Weaver to say, hey, we couldn't get to the Zero, the mine was broken. I guess. So what are these icons? Let's check this one. Come along, Blue. It's time. Hello there in the chat. So nice to see you all. Lysette's Antiques. I guess this is your truck? This is my truck. That's the one. Oh, goody. We get a chance to check in with Blue. How's it going, Blue? Oh, I never introduced you to Blue. This is Shannon. Shannon, nice to meet you, Blue. Oh, I get to choose. It is nice to meet you, Blue. Do you help with the driving? What a cute question. But in any chance for treats, yes, I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Take care of your friend here, and there's more where that came from. He's very limpy right now. He needs all the help he can get. Ah, that's good noms. All right, everyone in the truck. Aha, it is a birthday? Happy birthday. So nice to hear. Someone else has survived for another year, despite my best efforts. I mean, happy birthday and welcome. All right, up north a ways by the lake, Wax and Peonia. I think I somewhat remember that it's like way out here, near the veiny water area. More swampy in my mind than a lake, but yeah, okay. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live Bait." We've been here before. All right. Yes, that's right. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. Lovely. Conway and Shannon walk around to the side of the building into the workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. They smell delicious. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch on the power strip they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Let's watch. Conway watches the TV sets. A ghostly white wobble flickers along one screen in a rhythmic pattern. Another's just snow. A third, a small security monitor in the middle of the table, is oscillating between different shades of black. Ask Shannon about Weaver. Conway asks Shannon where she saw Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly between different shades. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor. Ooh! No, the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. Conway stares directly at it. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. All right, so we have to get back to the farmhouse then. Must be this one, still marked. Very kind of them. Let's look at this burning tree this time. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Eternally, apparently. Apparently eternally. Back at the Marquez house. For the big scene 6. Shannon and Blue, we've got quite the party going. However, our musical accompaniment has disappeared again. That's a shame. Alright, let's limp all the way up this long, long hill. Here we go. And he's not even doing it right. He's going that way. Let's limp up this hill. Here we go. There, now he's on the right path. I am loving this style. It's so simple and clean, but incredibly expressive. Oh, Blue doesn't get to come up to the house with us? I was so hoping. Oh, that's kind of Shannon. She saw me struggling there and has offered a helping shoulder. Thank you, Shannon. This is very kind. All right. Tell me about this graveyard. As I'm leaning on you for other things, let me lean on you for information. There's nobody buried here, you know? It's just decorative, I guess? Or it's art or something, I don't know. And what are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla, I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, and look at that headstone. Marquez. Used to think that was from my parents. No, I don't know. All right. Heading to the house. Thanks again for the assistance up the hill. Much needed. All right. Seemingly nobody here. So this is where she was? Yeah, that makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I definitely owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that, until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was the tokens to run the fans and air purifiers. For my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but, well, they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt, too. A lot of it, all tuition. Yeah, she said she was like a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about, well, it was something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. All right, she did seem really focused on that old TV. And yes, Joseph back at Equus Oils did tell me to come talk to her. Two potential leads, but let's stick with this intimate emotional angle. Were you happy to see Weaver? I don't know. It was so sudden, and I mean, it wasn't like a reunion. She just appeared. That's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. It's the most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. That is very interesting. She did tell me to go find her to fix the TV, so I'm not sure why we're specifically looking for Weaver when that was always kind of the point, was to bring her back to fix the TV. Weirdly, though, I thought I had taken the TV with me up to the bait shop, but I must be imagining that. All right, let's check it. Hopefully we can get another peek at this horse barn. Boy, I'm excited. It's the horse barn, you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it means yet, but I'm super excited about it. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. I hate a messed up tube. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay. I have a few spares in my bag here. I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left, maybe? Damn. Okay, here. I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers that I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit, alright? There. I just gotta turn it north-south and... Oh, it's not a barn. It's a road. It was always a road? Okay. I guess we found the zero. And that is the end of Act 1. Absolutely fascinating. Limits and demonstrations. Okay. The entertainment appears to be Act 2. Let's move the bobby pin and play. We'll see how far we can get into this one, too. Hopefully without putting ourselves in a bad situation. Nice to see some color. Attention, Lula Chamberlain, regarding your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance. Yeah, that's it. Relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. Oh, well, rub it in, why don't you? We encourage you to consider reapplying next year because we like wasting your time. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, architect of the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Note, sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the subscription. I'm seeing that pop up in the chat there. That is amazing. Welcome aboard for more adventures. I will hopefully keep them flowing. Your obedient servant, Robert. All right. Oh, she's going to fold it. Will be nice. She'll fold it and put it in her handbag so that she can throw it in the wastebasket at a more emotionally available time. It'll be great. All right. Lula opens a folder of writing paper on her desk. Okay, I think Robert deserves the response. He's the one who took a personal interest. Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery program, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show, or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to something gratitude yours in I have no idea what that is. Yours in situ, Lula. You don't mean to alarm me, but my adventure is flowing. Oh no. Someone get a cap. Get a lens cap for it. Why does that make it somehow even grosser? I have no idea. Now, don't use the lens cap. That's... Rick clears his throat and his sleeves, apparently. Busy? Yeah. I was just writing back to Robert, if you must know. I'm buried. Yikes. Hey, Lula. Did you get my note? About the proposals? I'm still working on them. Okay, gotcha. Well, hey, I'm not here to rush you. So, how did your application go? I was in the mail room and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I just saw. It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Oh, she didn't get the job. So all that's left is to ask after goldfish. What a shame. Act 2, Scene 1. The Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. I'm interested. You got me? Shannon? I don't remember having just passed a large brick structure full of TVs. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift. What do you think they do here? It looks like neither of those things to me. Looks like the outside of an industrial warehouse or a factory of some sort, but what do you think? When I got my electrician's license, I had to go to this government building in Frankfurt, kind of low to the ground, a bit older. It didn't really look like this place, I guess, but they all have that same feel, you know? Bureaucracy in the air, too much concrete. Bureaucracy in the concrete, This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Now, that's a good question. I thought we were outside. Mostly just because of those hazard signs. You don't usually see those indoors. I think we're outside. Yeah, outside any man-made structure, I guess. It just feels like it's still inside, you know, since we can't see the sky. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Blue, do you have a better sense of direction? Oh, just complain to Blue, why don't you? How about you ask? Get a good rest in the truck. Sorry about all this walking. I know it gets in your straw hat. I'm sure it's hard on your creaky paws, just like it is on mine. All right, where are the bacon bits for Blue? Priority number 1. End of the line? Yeah, seems that way. Not for us, I hope. Time to descend. It's not, actually. It's not time to descend. All right. Fair enough. Not sure what that's leading down to. Is there water below us? There's a pretty good hiding spot, Blue, but I found you. Worth a shot. Alright, headed to the left. Now this definitely looks like inside. For the almost certainly. So there's an elevator back here. And it looks like there's the office where our lady in the red blazer is. And a nearly sleeveless Rick, as he's known. I said ding. Hello. We're looking for Dogwood Drive? Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost. Will she tell us if this is inside or outside? Yes, go for it, Shannon, please. Want to settle a bet? I'm actually pretty busy, but sure, what's up? Well, he says we're outside, but I think we're inside. Wow, okay. Is this like a philosophy thing, or are you just lost? Yeah, I guess it is a bit philosophical. I am wondering on that level. Huh. Okay, well, I wouldn't say you're dressed like philosophers. I wouldn't say so either. Just a hobby, then? I get it. I take care of the heating and cooling here and watch the front desk, but at home I do watercolors. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck, and I thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery, anyway. Tell me, in intimate detail, what do the boys from the distillery look like? Now, what is this place? Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through? We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Do you know where that is? Dogwood, nope. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that, one of the map clerks. But first, we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Oh, that sounds lovely. Now, let's see. Rick is booked. He's proofreading drafts all afternoon and cutting the sleeves off the rest of his shirts. And see, Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. Some highlights magazine for you, Conway. Or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? How to answer that? I've seen you. I don't... That's about all. Oh, what have I clicked on? Okay, the television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm but precariously fragile. Let me know if that static is drowning me out entirely. It kicked up a bit there. But hopefully not too bad. The television is playing an instructional video on elevator design. It is crucial to maintain proper lighting in an elevator. In the absence of sight, passengers' sense of motion is greatly enhanced. The passenger should never feel as though they are physically ascending or descending. The elevator should create the illusion that the building is flat. This is the mark of a successful elevator design. That seems, important somehow. When things are dark, your sense of motion is enhanced. But maybe it's not important. I don't know. The television is playing a closed-circuit security feed of a housing project. The feed switches mechanically between locations: a hallway, a disused plot of grass, a stairwell, a mailbox. The television is playing a silent video of an empty theater. A microphone sits in the middle of the stage. The lights are slightly dimmed. The speakers hum impatiently. Okay, try to get away from that static. So sorry. A bit deafening, but quite soothing at the same time. Any luck? Marianne? Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She is a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor. Your schedule says she's on the 5th floor? Reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there. A 5th floor. And by 5th, I'm assuming you mean 2nd, as I can literally see her. Well, let's look at the books. 3 books are piled on the table: a service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku, just a little bit. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. The envelope reads, Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. I'd like to see that, please. Is that something I have in my Bureau of Secret Tourism? Okay. Oh, we made a little Elkhorn Mine sketch, too. That's nice. Fantastic. All right. The Bureau of Secret Tourism. Esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Perfect. River tunnels. These tunnels are a series of arterials excavated by runoff from an underground river which long ago evaporated. Now the tangled vessel of marooned echoes. Okay. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. Reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. I would love to understand these instructions. I sure don't. The Dymaxion Gallery, a gallery of mislaid futures, abandoned on lonely highways. As American industrial design shifted its gaze to the intangible. We will come back to the directions here. Let's just get the locations themselves. Mineral springs. These mineral springs radiate with vigor and sweat youth from the pores of the cave walls, its sweet dampness evaporating and then recollecting on the ruddy faces of rejuvenated bathers. I feel violated by this description, but thank you for being so very descriptive. The meditation tunnels. It is recommended as a site for meditation, an introspective labyrinth through which to walk one's concerns, slowly, like a breathing exercise. Huh. Are these actually... Because there's like the scarecrow and the pendulum. Are these directions inside the mine? That might be why they're so weird. I thought they were highway directions, since we've come quite a bit away from the mine at this point. But the fact that they're referencing a pendulum and a scarecrow, it must be that you can get to these places like the tunnels unblock in different configurations. Alright, the deep valley. Then there is other stuff like, say, the bottle, though, which I'm not sure if I've seen. It could just be that it wasn't a text option, but we can physically see the bottle to, like, figure it out. I'm not sure. I think we would have to have the text option either way, though. Maybe this will unlock those. I don't know. The deep valley. Back to task. The site of an epic laceration to the very heart of the world. Ouch. Certainly left by some great power. Perhaps a casualty in a battle between God and dinosaur. Yes, that's almost certain. Happy hitchhiking. And a phone number. 270-301-5797. Something to keep in mind. So yeah, scarecrow pendulum. There's no bottle. Interesting. Alright. On to the elevator. To the 5th question mark floor. Enjoy this brief musical interlude. She's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. 5th floor, diagrams and drafts. 4th floor, archives and records. 3rd floor, bears. Let's go. Let's go 3rd. 2nd floor, conference room. 1st floor, clerk's offices. Okay. I'm very curious for bears. Let's check. I thought the lady in the red blazer was Lula. Yep, this is just full of bears. That is what is on floor number 3. Okay. Hey guys. How's the day going for you? Any of you have some spare honey pots that I could dip a pinky in? No? Rude to ask. Sorry. Not used to hanging around with bears very often. I didn't know. Didn't know it was rude. Okay. I'm not sure what I was expecting. I love it. She's on the 5th floor, right? She definitely wasn't on the 3rd. That's all I can tell you, Shannon. We checked pretty thoroughly. But she was not one of those bears. Alright, 5th floor. Can I fix your record player for you? Is that cool? Ah, that's good stuff. Now we can talk more dramatically. Greg. That looks a lot like Rick to me, but sure, I'll trust you. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Are you Lula Chamberlain? No. You just missed her. Actually, she was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the 1st floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Yeah, sorry, Greg. Thank you for the directions. I'll just limp my way back down to the 1st floor. And on our way, let's check the others in case there's, like, documents. secret maps. Okay, her office is down on the first floor. So we want to stop at archives and records. Just in case. Any points of interest? Any poise for me? Very dark passage between those boxes, but impassable. No poise. All right. So we'll stop on floor 2 as well, just in case. I hope we do get to come back and use these bears as part of the storyline. Not like use them for stew meat or anything, just converse. Converse with them. Hi, sorry to interrupt. Conway, good to meet you all. There's some bears above you if anyone's hungry. I mean curious. Okay, seemingly nothing else for me to steal. Besides that Bureau of Secret Tourism pamphlet. So, on to Lula. Thank you for indulging me, though. You're so nice. Ah. Every time I think about it, I get a little teary-eyed. First floor. Hello, are you lost? Oh, very much so, yes. We're looking for Lula. Oh, no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first, so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Thanks, Rick. Let me know if you get chilly. Clerk Metzstein? Hi, how are you? Oh, fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Let's just skip it. Which one of you is Lula Chamberlain? Oh, sure, that's her in the cardigan. I thought it was a blazer. My apologies. My apologies, Lula. I want to personally apologize to you. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. Why didn't they just fight each other? I had a few roommates. Yeah, you mentioned the birds. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. Yeah, you've mentioned your roommates. I drank whiskey and beer, and I made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. So what are you doing on the Zero? Well, a gas station attendant told us we'd need to take the Zero to get there, see? A gas station attendant? I see. Friendly blind man, about my age, hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. Yeah, name is Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course, and now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. Oh, that's a dead end. Right to the point, should we? I'll be tactful. But where is the dogwood drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The dogwood drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my dogwood drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. So, where's the computer? A computer? Oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up a formal request for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. Sounds like a government office. So first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms, probably. Perhaps G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Yeah, which I don't know. All right. 4th floor. Let's see what we can find. Under odonyms. Rick, you'll have to pardon me. Here we go. All right. You start searching these boxes, Shannon. I'm just going to check my leg real quick. Oh, the pain. Yeah, you start searching without me. I'll be right there. Fine, I'll do it. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. Genius. And a few notes are scribbled on the inside. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. All right. Let's check the front cover. Document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc., but air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Oh, goodness. These rules are not helpful. Page 1. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Page 14. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Inside back cover. Note in logbook. Failing antique shops. Folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63, but not present. Page 63 has become an option. All right. Check-in failing antique shops Monday 3 p.m. Signee Ed Balm. I'm not sure what that tells us. Nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O, or a G, or an S. Or an S, even. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. Perhaps we should just check with the bears first, and not waste our time. All right, let's go back and talk to Lula. I have about 5 or 6 minutes left here in the day, hoping we can maybe find something before we have to go. But if not, we'll be back in the offices here next time. Just a quick warning. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit, in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. Okay. Hey, we need your cathedral. Why don't you all clear off to one of our storage facilities for your activity? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne, at reception, can give you directions. We happened to stumble across it earlier. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Okay, Dr. East Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Thank you, that's flattering. Take care of each other. And you. You all take care of one another and the bears. We're going to go to church, and then we'll be right back. All right, so that is likely a great stopping point here. We'll get back out to the truck, and then we'll be good to go. Should we say goodbye to the bears? They know. They know we love them. We love you, bears. They heard. Okay. I'm not sure why it put us back there. As though that was a direction to go. I thought it might come back out the other side of this receptionist's desk, but it didn't seem to. Anyway, Marianne, lovely to speak with you. Did you get what you need? Be straight with me. Oh, what is this place? Oh, it's just another office, lady. It's just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office? Oh, I wasn't here for that, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I'd seen everything. I've got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Just get back on the zero and drive until you hit the crystal, and then turn around. Okay? It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. So we're driving until we see a crystal. Let's see if we can check in with Blue, and then I will leave us here. Oh, no check-in with Blue. Nobody had snacks. Someone in this office has to have a snack for Blue. We'll find them. Until then, I must rush off to my own bureaucratic desk. Thank you for your kind attention here. This is an amazing game. I'm having such an interesting time. I don't know what's going on, but I can't wait to find out. Thank you very much. I will see you again here soon, and we'll get back on the zero. Try to find some snacks for Blue. All right, take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Smooches for now.